What's up guys, Jay here, and today I have a more technical guide video. As we all know, Deep Rock Galactic unfortunately does not support any form of cross-save feature, meaning if you play the game on the Xbox or Windows version and you happen to pick up the Steam version to play with your buddies, your progress does not transfer over. At least, not simply. What I mean is, there actually is a way for you to transfer your save file from one platform to the other and keep all of your progress, and today I'm going to show you how to do just that. A few disclaimers before we start, but in this video I will be showing you how to transfer from the Xbox Windows version to the Steam version, and if you specifically need the other way around, the steps I'm about to show you will need to be reversed, so keep that in mind. Also, we will be manipulating and moving around files and file names, so make sure you are comfortable with doing that, and if for any reason you are not confident that you can properly do these things, have someone you know who is good with this kind of stuff help you out. Lastly, I will be showing you this on the most recent version of Windows, so some of my stuff may look a little bit different if you have a slightly different version. So if you guys are ready, let's get into it. Okay, so we are going to get started with the file transfer process, and the first thing that you are actually going to want to do is navigate to your Deep Rock Galactic on Steam and run it. Now this may sound a little bit trivial, but the reason why you have to do this is because if you haven't started the game at all since you've gotten it, the game needs to start so that way it can create all of the necessary folders in which you need to transfer things over to. Literally, you don't even need to do anything. You can just close out of it immediately and then we will be good to go. So then in order to start the actual file transfer process after you've done that, first you need to navigate to your actual file browser. And then you need to navigate to where your files are stored for your Microsoft version of the game, which in this case is, I call it the game disk, but it's probably just going to be your standard computer's normal hard drive. Now from here, before we go any further, there's one thing you have to do, because for me this was the case, but for you it might not be, and that is to show hidden objects. So in order to do that, we're going to go up here to where it says View. For you, it might look a little bit different if you have a different version of Windows, but you are going to hit View. You're going to go down to Show, and then you're going to make sure to show hidden items. And this is going to show you any sort of object that for some reason Windows likes to hide from you. I don't know exactly why they do that. Maybe somebody in the comments can let me know, but this is basically shows you all of the hidden folders and files that aren't immediately shown to you. And you can tell because the folders are a little bit more grayed out than the other ones. But once you're here and once you have shown hidden files, you're then going to navigate to the users folder. Then once you're here, you're going to navigate to the folder that has your name, which in this case is here. And then once you get to this folder, you're going to navigate to the app data folder, which if you see, this was for me a hidden item, which is why I would not have been able to see it if I did not enable vision of hidden items. Then once you're here, you're going to navigate to local. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because for some reason, Windows and Microsoft likes to hide things or save things in very, very weird places. And this is just pathing that they use for these particular types of saves. So this is a lot of different folders. Many different programs or games you might have will be stored here. But what we are looking for is we are looking for the folder named packages, and it's alphabetically sorted, so you should be able to find it relatively easily. There's a lot of things here and it might be a little bit overwhelming, but basically what you are going to be looking for is you are going to be looking for a folder that looks like this. It will say Coffee Stain Studios.DeepRockGalactic _ and then there will be a bunch of different numbers. You might see a couple more folders that are titled Coffee Stain Studios.DeepRockGalactic. If you see a hyphen, these are the ones that are for the DLC purchases, but the one with the underscore contains your actual physical save file. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on that, and then we're going to go to System App Data. And then after that, we're going to go to WGS. Then you're going to see this folder here with a long string of characters, numbers, and symbols. You're going to hit on that. And then there's going to be one more. You're going to click on that one. And then this folder right here, this one with all of these different symbols and letters, this is your save file. This is the file that is your save data from the Microsoft version of Deep Rock Galactic. Now, if you notice, the file type is just file because of just the way that they store it. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It is the appropriate file type, but for some reason they just save it as file, which is very weird. And then what you're going to do is you're going to simply right click and you're going to copy. And we can close out that for now. Now what we're going to do is we are going to open up Steam, going to go to Deep Rock Galactic in our Steam page, right click and go to properties. This comes up, you're going to go over to installed files and then click browse. Once you get this, this is showing you all the files for the Steam version of Deep Rock Galactic. And then what you're going to want is you're going to want the FSD folder, not the application. We want the folder. I don't actually know what the application is, exactly, but you want the actual folder because this is showing you where your save files are at. And then you're going to go down to saved and save games. Now mine looks, yours isn't going to look nearly like this. The only reason why mine has so many different files is because I have a normal save, I have a modded save, and I have experimental save, and I have several different backups for it, just in case I don't lose anything because I'm very paranoid. But what you are going to want, and the only thing that you are really going to need to worry about, is this right here. This first player.save file is your normal save file. When you just start the game, this is going to be the only one you might see. You might see one backup depending on what the settings are, but you should only see one. And then what we're going to do is we are going to paste the file that we copied from the other folder into this folder. Now, the only thing that we need to do now is turn this into an SAV file, which is the actual save file. Now, it already technically is an SAV file. It just doesn't say it because of the way that Microsoft does their things. I'm not 100% sure exactly why they do that, but we basically need to turn this into an SAV file, and we need to basically make it the exact same thing as this file. So what we're going to do is the file that is the first player.save file. It doesn't have backup. It doesn't have experimental. It should just say, should look something like this that says something with a big string of numbers underscore player.sav. We are going to right click on that and then go down to properties. And then once you get to this page, you'll see all of the details for it. And this is the name of the file right here. What you're going to do is you're going to highlight it and you are going to copy its name, just the name. You're going to take this and you are just going to copy it. And after that, you're going to navigate to the file that you pasted in from the other folder, the one that you pasted in from the Microsoft version. You're going to right click that and you're going to go to the properties for that file. You're going to take its name, delete it, and paste in the name that you just had. Now, I am not going to hit apply because I don't want to accidentally overwrite any of the saves that I currently have or accidentally overwrite my progress, but you would basically hit apply down here, and then the name of this file would change to be the exact same as this. And then all you would have to do is go to the original player.save file and delete it. That is all you will need to do. Then if everything worked out well, all you should have to do is just boot up the game. And then once the splash screen finishes up and you load in, you should see everything that you had once previously had before, all in its glory. Now, if you did have any of the DLC, one thing to keep in mind is that if you had any of the DLC weapon skins or armor skins on the Microsoft version and you do not have them on Steam, you will not have them when you load up the Steam version and you will have to get them again. That is one last thing I forgot to mention. But that is how you transfer your save data from the Windows version to the Steam version. Hopefully I was able to help you guys out in transferring your stuff over, and now you should be able to play with your buddies on whatever system you guys are on. I hope you guys like this kind of video. If you like these kinds of technical guides, let me know down in the comments. It really helps me out a lot. And if you found this video informative, please do let me know by hitting that like and subscribe button, as it tells me what types of videos you guys want to see. Rocketstone Miners, I'll see you in the next video.